Hey there, Charger people. It's Mrs. Boyd. Today, we're talking about systems of substitution. Substitution is when we plug one equation into the other one to solve. So here, we're given two equations, y equals 2x plus 1 and x plus 3y equals negative 11. Neither of these we can look at alone and make x equal a number or y equal a number. But since we have two equations and two unknowns, we can solve for them both one at a time. So let's do that. We know y is equal to 2x plus 1. We also know there's a y in this the second equation, in the x plus 3y. So if y is equal to 2x plus 1, we're going to take y out. We're going to write this second equation exactly how it's written. But now that I know that y is equal to 2x plus 1, I'm just going to take y away and in its place put what y is equal to, 2x plus 1. Now I can solve one equation and one unknown, that's x. So let's solve for x. We have x plus, and then we distribute, 6x plus 3 equals negative 11. Well, we got to combine like terms. We get 7x plus 3 equals 11. I subtract 3 from each side, and we get 7x equals negative 14. And divide by 7, and x is negative 2. Well, that's half the puzzle. I know what x is. Now I need to know what y is. So I take what I solved and got x for and plug it into this first equation. I get y equals 2 times negative 2 plus 1. That means y equals negative 4 plus 1, or y equals negative 3. So this is our solution, but when we want to show what our solution is, we have an x and a y. This solution is a coordinate point where these two lines cross. So we're going to present our solution as a coordinate point where those two lines would cross. Super. But now we're going to do the exact same thing a whole bunch of times over, but with different looking equations. Now we're given neither of these equations are x equals something or y equals something, so we're going to make that happen. First thing we're going to look for is a variable with no coefficient, and that's right here, the y in this first equation. So we're going to change this equation up. We start with 2x plus y equals 10, and we want to get y alone. I'm going to subtract 2x from each side. And we end up with y equals negative 2x plus 10. Now, I know what x is equal to, so I'm going to plug what x is equal to into y in the second equation. So I get 4x plus 2 times negative 2x plus 10 equals negative 3. That's 4x minus 4x plus 20 equals negative 3. Well, we have 4x minus 4x. That is 0x. So we're just left with 20 equals negative 3. Is that true? Totally not true. That means these lines are parallel, and this has no solution. All you need to write is that. Okay, so if you end up with a number equals another number that's not the same number, it's no solution. Those lines will never, ever cross. Now we've got y equals x plus 5 and y equals negative x plus 3. If both of these are equal to y, that means they're equal to each other as well. So we can say x plus 5 equals negative x plus 3. Got to get those x's together, so we add x to each side. That's 2x plus 5 is 3. Subtract 5 from each side. 2x equals negative 2. divide by 2, and that means x is -1. Same thing we did before. Now we know what x is. We're going to plug it back in to this top equation. So we have y equals -1 plus 5. That means y equals 4. We present our solution as a coordinate point, and that's the answer. Hooray! Flip your paper over. Let's do some more. It's going to be your time to shine. Go ahead and try this first one on your own. Come back and check your work. All right, our first equation is x equals some stuff. So we're going to take this part here, 3y minus 9, and plug it in here where x is. So we've got 5 times 3y minus 9. Oh, nope, just kidding. Minus 2y equals 7. No, I hear you asking, it does not matter if we solve for x and y. You're going to have to solve for one or the other every time anyways. Distribute 15y minus 45 minus 2y is 7. Now we combine like terms. We've got 13y minus 45 is 7. Add this 45 to each side. That's 13y equals 52. Divide everything by 13, and y is 4. Now we plug what y is equal to into this original equation here. You get x equals 3 times 4 minus 9. That's 12 minus 9. That's also 3. So our solution is 3, 4. X, then y. Try the next one. All right, this equation has y alone. We're going to plug what y is equal to into y in the first equation. Negative 6x plus 3 times 2x minus 4 equals negative 12. Negative 6x plus 6x minus 12 equals negative 12. Negative 6 plus 6 is canceled, and that's disappeared. Now we have negative 12 equals negative 12. Well, that is true. And since that's true, that means we have an infinite number of solutions because these are the same line. If it's true, infinite solutions. If it's false, no solutions. Super. Try the next one. 4 more. All right. Got 4x plus 5y equals 11 and y minus 3x equals negative 13. You'll notice that neither of these equations have a variable alone. So I find that y right here has no coefficient. So we're going to solve for y. So we add that 3x to each side. And we have y equals 3x minus 13. Now that y equals that, we can plug it into y right here. So 4x plus 5 times 3x minus 13 equals 11. We distribute 4x plus 15x minus 65 equals 11. We combine like terms. 19x minus 65 is 11. We add 65 to each side. 19x equals 76. If we divide everything by 19, x is 4, I think. Yep. Now we plug 4 in right here in this first equation. Y equals 3 times 4 minus 13. That y means y is 12 minus 13. Whoopsie. Minus 13. That means y is negative 1. So our solution is 4, negative 1. Hot dog. Try the next one. Again, we've got x nor y are all alone, so we're going to take this first equation and make it happen. We could solve for either variable. It doesn't matter, but I'm going to get x alone. So we subtract this y from each side, and we end up with x equals negative y minus 5. So that's what we're going to plug in where x is here. 4 times negative y minus 5 minus 5y is negative 20. That's negative 4y minus 20 minus 5y is negative 20. Combine like terms. Negative 9y minus 20 is negative 20. Add that 20 to each side. Negative 9y equals 0. Don't stop here and say that this equation is not solvable. Divide the negative 9 on both sides. 0 divided by anything is 0, so that means y is 0. We plug that y is 0 into this first equation. We get x is 0 minus 5, which means x is negative 5. So our solution is negative 5, 0. Last two. Try the first one on your own. All right, here's one of those where they're both equal to x, so they're also equal to each other. 3y minus 6 is y plus 2. I'm going to subtract y from each side and get 2y minus 6 is 2. Add 6, and 2y is 8. Divide, and y is 4. Plug it into the top equation. X is 3 times 4 minus 6. Let me fix that. That means x is 12 minus 6, or x is 6. So our solution is 6, 4. Last but not least, try it. Y's are equal to each other, so we say 2x plus 5 is 2x minus 5. Subtract 2x from each side, and we get 5 is negative 5. That is false, not true, no solution. Hooray! I hope this makes all the sense in the world to you. If it does not, be sure to reach out. I can't wait to see you soon.